right? So up next, we get to see a little magic. A little magic, yes? This next performer has been with us a few times, and every time there's always something special and a little bit of crowd interaction. So if you're one of those people that's like, I want to get on the stage, you're ready to raise your hand so we can pick you. Please welcome out Fred Lee.
Now, hold out your hands, please. You're going to hide the coin in one of your hands. Pretty straightforward. Make it a little difficult. Make sure it's in one of your hands. If it's not in your hands, it's stupid and it's pointless. So it has to be in one of your hands. We're going to do a little bit of a little game, but also I have what we have here. This is an old little thing in the medical world. It's not only to get the doctor's attention, but back in the old days, since after all, this town is literally old Sac. In order to make sure that the person buried in the graveyard isn't dead, they tied a little string to the body to one of those bells. Those that know that fact, great. Those of you that don't, cool. Now you got some creepy trivia. All right. So Dave, yeah. Hold out your hands like this. Bring them apart. So now we're going to try to figure out exactly where the coin is. Now, Dave, only you know where the coin is, correct?
They might know where the coin is.
Right, but this is a game between me and you, and you're going to represent everybody else for this game.
I presume you don't know where the coin is.
And you presume correct, and that is in fact truth. This is going to dictate whether you're telling the truth or a lie. Okay. It's a little lie detecting machine. You seem skeptical. Make sure there's no weird stuff or anything. It is a bell. It rings.
It's a bell.
Yeah.
You almost made it right. There you go.
Now it rings. As long as you don't hold it against the little thing, it's all good. So, you know where the coin is. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You can choose to answer out loud or in your head. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right? Is the coin in your right hand, yes or no? Okay. Is the coin in your left hand, yes or no? Okay, try it. Instead of going, just in your head this time, don't make any gestures. Let me try this. Really think your answer hard. Left hand. Right hand. Did you lie in your head? Open up your right hand, sure, everybody. There is indeed the coin. That's good. That's a great start for round one. As where it gets really cool. So that's just being natural by itself, right? Don't do anything, don't think about it, but just feel this. And Sam, if you believe I'm a witch, yeah, he does. All right, not pretty wild.
That is pretty wild.
And everyone can interview the heck out of Delilah. Nothing set up, just literally out of the blue. I just do this kind of stuff. And this is a fine example of just a quick mind-to-body connection. Let's get on with the intermission from our sponsor. Anybody know Limp Bizkit? You don't want to be one of those. See, that's a Limp Bizkit right there. However, with this magic pill, you can be stiff as a bull. Hey! And of course, if you take the recommended dosage, obviously it goes back to where it should be. Doctors strongly recommend to not take more of these pills for, X amount of hours. If you have said rigidness for more than whatever the recommended duration is. I'm not a salesperson, but we're going to give up with the actual show. Let's have some fun here, shall we? Got one more thing for you. All right, as you make your way up on stage, what's your name, ma'am?
I'm Lindsay.
Lindsay, pleasure to meet you, Lindsay. Careful, and you're on heels, which is extra dangerous, so please, we'll be extra careful here. Now, before we continue, Lindsay, I'm going to attempt to do something sidekick, but have you heard the the whole third eye thing? That concept of third eye? Some people talk about the third eye, like.
Tell me.
Okay, so the third eye is a concept. I don't know where it originated from, but rough idea is like, they say people that practice meditation could be the yogis, it could be, maybe Yogi Bear himself. So I'm gonna need to procure a third eye of my own. I'm gonna channel my third eye, courtesy of Hobby Lobby. Yes, it is. Now, I have a migraine. Okay, I'm ready to rock and roll. So, Lindsay, yes? So, we're gonna try to work with your thoughts here. So in this case, scroll through your head a bunch of different people in your mind. That people, different areas, different people come to mind. Just think of several, all right? And then we're gonna eventually narrow down on one specific one. But before we get there, are you familiar with horoscope star signs, yes or no?
My own.
You know your own, okay. Focus on your own star sign, and we're gonna try to see if we can go from here. So think about your star sign. That's definitely Aries is what I'm picking up. Not bad, not bad. Third eye is doing its wonders, we're in for it. I'll take this up a notch.
Okay.
You have one person committed in your mind. You commit to one person.
Okay.
In this case, yeah, you got someone in mind, perfect. Now let's see. Okay. Just gonna concentrate on this person. I want you to imagine seeing him standing in front of you here. Can you do that?
I do. Yeah.
Perfect. Notice how she said, yes, I see him. You don't need a third eye to know that she's thinking of a guy. All right, so imagine seeing him there. I'm also getting some distinct features. Think about his career and what he does, because everybody has a different kind of thing. Just concentrate. See him there. Imagine you're in the room with him as well. Okay, well, got something along the lines of that. There's a little fun, little complications, but this is where we're going to wrap up and end my portion of this wonderful show. Let me know if I'm in some ballpark. I'm getting a sense he might have like a kind of like a rustic hat, like cowboy hat and boots. Does that resonate with you? Country? Can be. Okay. I'm also getting a sense that there's some difficulty with a part of his name. It's either when people write about him, they kind of take one letter off or something like that. It kind of makes it weird. Yeah. So that's why I had some confusion. For the first time, who's this guy you're thinking of?
Bill Dawson, my dad.
Bill Dawson.
Yeah. So
D-O-L. Now, the reason why I got confused is if you look right here, I did cross off one with an L. I couldn't tell if it was a T or an L. Bill Dawson. And of course, that's for you to keep. Give her a round of applause. I'll get you off stage, Jessica. There you go. No music. Awesome. No love. All right, baby. Awesome, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fred Lee. That's F-R-E-D-L-E-E. And of course, M-I-N-D. Easy to remember because I get in your heads sometimes with this little guy, and that hurt. FredLeeMind.com is where you can find me, or on Instagram, FredLeeMind. That means a track. And now, let's get on with the program. And we're going to have to